Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to make a modular in-ground swimming pool with Lego bricks for today's tutorial. Let's begin with the deck of our in-ground pool, starting with an 8x8 plate. I'm going to place a few 2x4 plates along the sides and the top. This is going to form up the base of our deck. Then I'm going to take a 2x4 plate. Let's set down a 1x2 transparent light blue plate right there and a transparent light blue flat tile. Make sure these are on this side. I'm going to place this right in this area where it's hanging over by one stud. Then we're going to proceed on with 6 2x4 plates. Now these are left white just to simulate the side of the pool. I don't think that gray is going to be too appealing for the interior portions. That's why I stuck with white. Set that right there. Then we're going to crown this off with a 6x6 flat tile, and right here a set of 1x6 flat tiles. We're going to need to make 10 of these. Now for the corners of our pool deck, start with an 8x8 plate. We're going to place several 2x4 plates around the perimeter. And yes, you're going to have to muscle those squeaky plates in. Lock all the studs in between those tubes. And we're going to need to go up another level here with another set of 2x4 plates. These are similar to a Mills plate, except it's on a smaller scale. Place this last one here. Press that down firm. And then, right in the center, a 6x6 flat tile. And now, along two sides, we're going to place a set of 1x6 flat tiles, and right here, a 1x1 flat tile. Let's make 4 of these. For a water tile, let's start with an 8x8 plate in the upper left-hand corner, a 2x2 plate, then I'm going to proceed on down the side with a 1x4 plate and a 2x2 plate. Then place 3 2x4 plates right here, and along the right hand side another set of 2x2 plates and a 1x4 plate right there. Then for water, we're going to start right here in the upper left with a 1x2 flat tile and a 1x1 plate. These are in transparent light blue. Now I'm just going to randomly start setting 1x1, 1x2 plates, and 1x2 flat tiles in any configuration. If you're just randomly throwing tiles on there, even better. Makes the water look not so uniformed. Place that right there. So we're going to cover all the white plates up. Now if you have a pre-molded version of the plate on the bottom, Lego does make those, you can use those as well. Or if you're like me and you don't have that style of plate, you're going to have to piece that all together yourself. That's not too bad though. Set those right there. Now the reason why I'm also using 1x2 and 1x1 plates is to make it look like the water has some texture to it, like waves. I'll set this right here. Place a 1x2 flat tile there, and we're going to wrap it up with a 1x1 plate. Now I'm going to make 6 of these for this project. For water connector pieces, let's start with a 2x4 plate. On the left hand side, I'm going to set down a 1x2 plate. Then, right below this, a 1x1 plate. Then I'm going to proceed on with a pair of 1x2 flat tiles and a 1x1 plate. Let's make 7 of these. Now we're going to take our tiles and our connector plates. We're going to start connecting pieces together. Let's just stick one on one side and set that side as shown. So we're just going to slowly start placing these together. Now it doesn't matter the orientation of the water tiles as long as we get them in there. Let's just do these two here at the same time, and we're going to set these in here and fill up that hole right there. Now we got some nice water. Make sure it's all pressed down firm. Then we're going to start with our side deck tiles. So I'm just going to start placing these in the 1x4 reveals. Just place those right in. They'll just drop right in those spots. You can see now we're starting to form up a pool. And it doesn't really look that nice yet because we haven't gotten that far. So we're just going to place all these in here. It's like big giant building blocks. Place those right down in here. Got one more to put right here. Then we're going to set our corner deck pieces right in here. Want to make sure that the 1x1 flat tile is on the outside. Set that right there. Then we're going to start locking all this stuff together with 2x4 flat tiles. Now in these areas right here, you're going to need to place 2 of them as shown. And in these areas right here, we're going to get a little creative. We're going to use some 2x3s. Place that 2x3 right there, and now we can lock all of the deck pieces together. I'll set this right here. Now for the corners, just take some 1x2x2 angular corner flat tiles, set those right there. And when you're doing a project like this, make sure you have a brick separator handy. You're going to need it. Now you notice I'm just randomly placing these tiles in here just to pre-lock everything together. Now, what about these tiles right here that are missing? I'm going to show you. When you set these in here, just take a 1x1 flat tile and just fill those in. Now you're going to need 3 of those to fill in those corners. Okay, place that right there. Alright, let's start filling the rest of this in here. Now, you're only going to need 3 of those 1x1 flat tiles, and right here, you're going to need a 1x1 plate. Why? Well, we got to put a handle to get into the pool, so I'm just going to take one of these 1x2 plates with handle. That's what Lego calls it. Place it as shown, where this is pretty much just hanging over a little bit into the pool. I'm going to wrap this project up, and that tile already wants to take a dip. And now we have a nice modular in-ground swimming pool.